Have you ever noticed something strange? The strongest people, they laugh the loudest. They help everyone else. They never complain. And yet, at night, when the world finally goes quiet, they are the ones staring at the ceiling, wondering how much longer they can keep pretending they are okay. If that sounds like you, don't look away. Because this story was written for people who are tired of being strong. There is a kind of pain that doesn't bleed. No scars, no bruises, just a heaviness in the chest, like your soul is carrying something it was never meant to hold. You wake up, you breathe, you do what needs to be done. But inside, something feels cracked. 2,000 years ago, there was a man who felt this exact same way. The world called him emperor. History called him great. Statues were carved in his image. But none of them show what he felt when he was alone. His name was Marcus Aurelius, ruler of the most powerful empire on earth, commander of armies, a man with everything, and yet he buried most of his children. He was betrayed by people he trusted. He lived his life surrounded by noise, but felt painfully alone. At night, while soldiers slept, while fires burned low, Marcus would sit in silence and write. Not speeches, not orders, but letters to himself. Words written by a man who was tired but refused to give up. That candle in the darkness, that's you, still burning, even though the room is cold. Marcus learned something early in life. The higher you rise, the lonelier it gets. People don't see you. They see what they need from you. And after a while, you stop talking about how you feel. Because who would understand? Marcus had advisors, generals, friends, but none of them could sit with him in his pain. So he sat with it alone. And one night, he wrote something terrifyingly honest. Do not feel ashamed of needing help. Imagine that, the most powerful man alive, reminding himself it's okay to feel weak. Because strength isn't the absence of pain. Strength is staying kind when pain tries to harden your heart. Even marble breaks. Even gods have fractures. Marcus once wrote, "Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break. It stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it." But here's the part people misunderstand. The cliff does not fight the waves. It allows them to come and go. Marcus realized something that most of us learn too late. Pain becomes suffering only when we resist it. We say, "This shouldn't have happened. They should have treated me better. I didn't deserve this." And every should becomes another chain. Marcus stopped asking life to be fair. And in doing so, he became free. Like a leaf floating on a violent river. It doesn't argue with the water. It trusts the flow. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means releasing the illusion of control. Marcus learned to say, "This moment is already here," not with bitterness, but with peace. He stopped fighting the past, stopped fearing the future, and returned to the only place strength exists, this moment. If your heart feels heavy today, it's not because you're broken. It's because you've been carrying tomorrow's worries with today's strength. And no soul was built for that. Life breaks us. And sometimes, that's exactly how the light gets in. Marcus believed something sacred. Inside every human, there is a place untouched by the world, a quiet center. People can insult you, betray you, leave you, but they cannot reach that place unless you let them. He called it the inner citadel, your soul's home. If you are hurting, go there. Sit in silence. Breathe. You don't need to fix your entire life tonight. You just need to survive this moment gently. Even emperors needed the stars to remind them they were small. And that was okay. If no one has told you this today, you are not weak for feeling tired. You are not broken for needing rest. You are not failing because healing takes time. Marcus Aurelius ruled the world and still struggled to rule his thoughts. So be patient with yourself. Tend to your inner fire. Protect your silence. And remember, even the strongest souls need moments to fall apart quietly. And if tonight feels heavy, Stay. The sun has not forgotten you. You are still here. And that is enough. There comes a day in every wounded life when running becomes more painful than standing still. Marcus Aurelius reached that day quietly, not with an announcement, not with a dramatic moment, just a soft realization that he was tired of escaping himself. For years, he had stayed busy. Wars, politics, responsibilities. Because movement distracts the mind. But when the world slowed down, the thoughts returned, and Marcus finally let them speak. He stopped asking them to leave, stopped drowning them in duty. He listened. And what he heard was not weakness. It was grief. Grief does not mean you are broken. It means you loved something deeply. Grief doesn't ask for permission. Marcus lost children. Not one, not two, but most of them. Tiny lives, gone before they could speak his name. History books might mention this in one sentence, but pain is never one sentence long. Grief followed him everywhere. Into meetings, into battles, into his sleep. And the hardest part? He still had to lead. He still had to decide the fate of millions while mourning the loss of his own blood. So he learned something brutal. Life does not pause for your pain, but it does offer you a choice to become bitter or to become deeper. Marcus chose depth. Some losses never leave you. They just teach you how to walk differently. Late at night, Marcus battled a voice you probably know well. It whispered, "You should be stronger. You should be over this by now. You are failing." Marcus did not silence this voice. He challenged it. He wrote back to it, page after page, reminding himself, "You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to rest. Because a cruel mind can destroy even a strong soul. Not every thought is truth. Some are wounds pretending to be wisdom." Marcus never tried to fix himself. He understood something modern minds often forget. You are not a machine. You don't break and get repaired. You bend, you scar, you adapt. He stopped chasing happiness, stopped asking life to feel good. Instead, he asked a better question. How can I live rightly, even when it hurts? That question gave him peace. Healing does not erase damage. It transforms it. Marcus spoke often of the inner citadel, not as poetry, but as survival. A place inside you where chaos cannot enter, where opinions cannot wound, where loss cannot steal your dignity. He returned there daily, sometimes hourly, and slowly, that place became home. If the world feels too loud, you need to go inward, not harder. Marcus compared himself to others too, to better rulers, to wiser men, to imagined versions of who he should be. And then he stopped, because comparison poisons gratitude. He wrote, "Do what is in front of you. Do it well. Do it kindly." That was enough. Not greatness, enoughness. You don't need to catch up. You need to arrive. Power hardened everyone around Marcus, but he refused to let it harden him. He stayed gentle, patient, thoughtful, forgiving, not because people deserved it, but because he did. Softness was his rebellion. Staying kind in a cruel world is not weakness. It is strength refined. Marcus knew his time was limited. Death did not frighten him. Unlived integrity did. He accepted impermanence, and that acceptance freed him to live fully. He stopped clinging, stopped fearing loss, stopped resisting change. Everything passes. That is not tragedy. That is mercy. On his last nights, Marcus wrote gently. No anger, no regret, just clarity. He had suffered. He had loved. He had endured. And that was enough. A life is not measured by ease. It is measured by honesty. If you are still here, still listening, still breathing, this is for you. You don't need to be stronger today. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to heal all at once. You just need to stay. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but his greatest victory was learning to live with a wounded heart without letting it become cruel. And if he could do that, so can you. This pain will not define you, but how you carry it will. Breathe. You survived something that was never meant to be easy. Sometimes, staying alive with a gentle heart is the bravest legacy of all. Thanks for watching.